Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Daniel Rosell here, bringing you another video from my home office. And for today's video, I want to talk about a couple of tools, specifically two tools, in fact, that you can use to help get PR coverage, whether you're looking for PR coverage and publicity for yourself or for your business. And these two tools are actually completely free to use. So if you don't have the budget to shell out for a big PR retainer, or you just don't have that much news to release out to the media, then these can be very cost-effective ways of just getting some commentary out there. Okay, without any further intros or ado. So number one, helpareporter.com. This is better known to PR people as HARO. That stands for Help a Reporter Out. And it's a Cision service. So Cision is one of the big giants in the PR world. What this is, so it's basically a connection platform designed to connect sources with journalists. So basically journalists will sign up on the journalist side of this platform marketplace, and they'll put out requests for comments. So they will say that I'm working on a story and I need an expert source to give commentary. So if you go on to helpareporter.com and sign up as a source, you can start receiving HARO alerts. Now, there is a main HARO alert that kind of contains a big chunk of information, and they also have different mailing lists for specific sectors. So for example, there's one for high tech. So if you're a technology company or founder looking to get coverage, then you would sign up for that one. And then basically what a lot of PR firms will do for their clients is go through that HARO list and pick out any relevant opportunities for commentary. So you get a big list of requests from journalists, and each request comes with a unique email address. So the way it works is you basically just reply to that email address, and that then goes into the journalist's HARO dashboard under like responses to pitches. And then if the source is of interest, they can either include that or they can get in touch. So it's pretty effective. The downside of HARO really is that because it's been around for a while and it's very well known in PR circles, it's quite a busy tool. So depending on how competitive what you want to get commentary on it might be hard to cut through the noise. On the flip side, if you're getting a very, very specific request, if you're an IoT founder and a journalist is looking to speak to an IoT founder in your geographical area, you might be the only person or one of just a few replying to a HARO pitch, and therefore your chances of getting quoted would actually be pretty high. So number one is HARO. That's again, Help a Reporter Out. Number two is a newer marketplace source, and that's called podcastguests.com. Podcast guests, there's a few different platforms like this, and their purpose is connecting podcasters with people looking to get interviewed on podcasts. So podcast guests, at the time I'm recording this video here in May, they put out I think it's once a week, it's a weekly newsletter. Sometimes it's a little bit irregular, but usually it comes out on a Thursday. And that contains basically a listing of podcasts that are looking for guests. So the podcast will explain, give their name, their host name, what they're about, and then you can go ahead and pitch the podcast. So I want to give you guys a tip. I've done this, and I've also heard of people that just basically saw a good op and then went ahead and just directly contacted the podcast hosts. So I'm not sure that's okay with podcast guests, but that's a tactic you can consider doing as well. So those are two ways of getting PR coverage. HARO is really useful if you're looking to be quoted in news websites or in print publications, very, very well known in the journalistic and PR communities. Podcast guests is definitely a newer tool, but I think the podcasts from a PR standpoint definitely have value in terms of reaching niche listenerships. Yes, in terms of circulation numbers, the listenerships can be small, but they can be very, very engaged about a small topic. And I think that's something that shouldn't be discounted. Hope this video has been useful. If you'd like to get more info about my thought leadership, writing services, and marketing consultancy services, then please feel free to check out my business site. That's at dsrghostwriting.com, and feel free to subscribe here on YouTube. Thank you for watching.